and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for October the 7th through October the 13th. Welcome. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you'll return. And if you are returning, thank you. I really appreciate your support and loyalty and love. Thank you so much. Okay, so now these readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this, then there's the astrology report, and then the tarot reading. And I will have skip times posted for each section in the show more section below. If you're looking on a phone, it's a little arrow pointing down. You click on that and you can get all the information. This is for your sun, moon and rising, guys. So check out the other videos. The links to those will be below. I am starting a tarot course, and I'm starting it on Sunday. Some of you will get this before Sunday. Sunday the 6th of October at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be a 6-week course. It's interactive, it's online. You can, join it from anywhere in the world as long as you check your time. And if you miss the first one, that's no big deal, because you will get the recording, and you'll be sent the recording after each class, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I am going to take you on the magical journey of tarot. Okay, so now what's the next one? I have a Facebook group, guys, and every 2 weeks I do a live feed within that Facebook group, and it correlates with the full moon or the new moon. And so we look at the chart with your sign and we see how which area of your life will be affected by it. And I have tarot cards on hand and I answer questions just for the people who join in at the time. So that's fun. It's a private group. You do have to request entrance into it, but I approve everyone. So ask for that. The link to that will be below. And what else? That's it. I think that's it. Oh, yes. If you would like a personal reading, please click on this, a personal, more tailored reading, because, guys, these are general readings. So sometimes they're specific because spirit needs to get through to somebody that needs to hear it, right? So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you'd like a more tailored reading, click on this link and it will take you to my website. You can see all the kinds of readings that I offer. Okay, without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. So what an incredibly powerful celestial sky we have this week, guys. So we start on October the 8th at 1:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Venus moves into Scorpio. Now, Venus is very, she's the planet of relationships, love, finance, beauty, and she's moving into Scorpio, which is very deep and intense. So Venus in Scorpio is very intense and deep, darling. So no shallow connections are tolerated at this time. It's like you see people that aren't authentic and you have no time for them. It's about real deep. It's like we value that deep and real truthful relationships. Or in all areas, friends, co-workers, there's no fear of intimacy during this time. It's like, it's like you crave intimacy. And our libidos will, rise up, darling. So it'll be a very hot and steamy time while Venus is in Scorpio. And also it's loyalty is demanded kind of thing. So it's very deep and very intense. Now the shadow side of Venus in Scorpio is possessiveness and jealousy and perhaps manipulation and control in our relationships. So we have to resist the urge to do that. Although it might be strong, it depends on the relationship. Now, let's move on to October the 13th, guys. It is huge. It's massive. This is an incredible look. 13. Well, I'm not going to go into that yet. We have the full moon in Aries at 20 degrees. Now, the full moon is when the sun is opposite the moon, right? So the moon's in Aries and the sun is in Libra, because they're opposite signs. And it's actually the illumination from the sun, the light from the sun, that illuminates the moon, right? So it's directly opposite. It's lighting it all up. So it's a full moon. This is a really powerful moon, and I'll tell you why. So we have the moon at 20 degrees of Aries. We have the sun at 20 degrees of Libra. And at the top is Pluto at 20 degrees of Capricorn. Now, this is what we call in astrology a T-square. And a T-square is a challenging aspect, but it's motivating. It can be very motivating. So this could bring on growth, personal growth and self-awareness. Now, that brings me back to the number 13, right? Because this is a time of transformation. Pluto is all about transformation. It's all about death and rebirth. The number 13 is a very powerful number. It represents change and transformation. It's the death card in the tarot, and that's all of the death card is about death and rebirth, right? So we need to let our old habits and behaviors die so that new positive habits and behaviors can pave the way for our path forward. 13 is also the divine feminine number, right? And that comes from 13 moons in a year. So that represents a woman's cycle, right? And the 13th day of the cycle is when she ovulates. This was the day of the goddess, right? Worshipping the goddess. It was when patriarchal rule came in that 13 was considered unlucky. Yes, unlucky for you guys because you weren't in control, okay? Don't make me go there, guys. Anyway, so this is it's like the opening to the psychic within. The full moon in Aries. Full moons are when things come to a head, right? When things come to light, when the moon shines a light on things that have been hidden to us previously that we haven't seen. So it's almost like we'll get epiphanies. We'll see things. We'll start to become aware of things that we weren't aware of before. So it's an opportunity to change something about ourselves that has held us back and stopped us from moving forward. And when we change that, we can propel forward. This T-square, right, is what we call, it's a cardinal T-square because Aries is a cardinal sign, Libra is a cardinal sign, and Capricorn's a cardinal sign. So it is about action. Cardinal signs are, getting things started, getting up and doing things, right? So this is going to create a transformation from us. Now, the interesting thing is, right, so Cancer, you think that you're going to get away with it? No, Cancer, you are involved too because you are opposite Capricorn. And so you would make a grand cardinal cross, as they say. So this is a T-square, but your energy comes to make it, meet it, and complete it. Then there may be challenges in your relationships at this time. The moon in Aries is all about finding your power. Where does your power lay? Where do I need to take initiative? Where can I say no? Sometimes saying no is kinder. It's a kinder thing to do. It's like stand up and say, no, I can't do that. Instead of saying, let me try, let me see if I can. No, I can't. It's physically impossible for me to do that. I'm sorry. Where can you set boundaries? Where can you say no? Now, at the same time, we've got Mars. Mars has moved into Libra, right? And Mars wants to be the nice guy. It's kind of goes again. Mars is the soldier, right? And Libra is the diplomat. So Mars wants to be the good guy in Libra, and it goes against his grain. He can't express himself fully. So he's not direct. It's not kind of direct. But let me tell you something incredible that's also happening at this full moon, is that Jupiter is also at 20 degrees. Now, Jupiter is at 20 degrees of Sagittarius, sending a beautiful beam of light to the moon, and likewise to the sun. It is trine to the moon and sextiling the sun. This is a lovely, beneficial energy. So we can expect to get paid, guys, abundance, money coming in, listen, this is kind of like good fortune, good luck. I don't normally condone this, but, try the lotto, darling. And what's interesting, right? So the moon's 20 degrees, Pluto's 20 degrees, Jupiter's 20 degrees, and the sun is 20 degrees, 20, 20, 20, 20. And we are moving, the Pluto station direct and Saturn station direct, and they're picking up speed, even though Pluto is a very slow planet, right? They are picking up speed, especially Saturn and Jupiter, because Jupiter went direct the other week. So things are starting to shake and move, and there's a lot of change. There is no doubt about it. There is change. Now, look, also at the same time as this full moon, we have Venus opposite Uranus. Now, Uranus is the planet of surprises, sudden happenings. It can be good and bad, but Venus is about relationships. We could expect unexpected or surprise encounters with people. So maybe somebody from the past or somebody new, perhaps new clients that will bring in that abundance or opportunities. Let's see. It's a very exciting and intense time, guys. Hang in there. But, there's some really, look, change sometimes doesn't feel great, but it's going to be an amazing change. It's where we become empowered. And it's also a very kind of karmic time. So we really need to look at how we behave, how we treat others. It's very important to put kindness and compassion forward. And we are seeing things. Look, Pluto digs deep and brings stuff up, right? And particularly at this full moon, we will see things that we haven't seen before. We are seeing it with our leaders around the world. Change is upon us. So exciting times. Okay, without further ado, let's go to the tarot card, shall we? Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for October the 7th through October the 13th. I'm getting extremely tired here. This is the second time around. I had to re-record 8 of the 8 of the readings I recorded. Audio issues, that's all I'll say. I've kind of explained it on the other video. So if you're checking out your Sun, Moon and Rising, you'll hear. So one more. I've been shuffling for ages off screen. Okay, I get lost. Here we go. This is for Sagittarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Sagittarius for October the 7th through October the 13th? 3 cards for... Oh! 2 cards right there. 1 more card for Sagittarius. Oh, there's 2. Alrighty then. Very, very interesting. Okay, and these are clarifying cards for Sagittarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Sagittarius through these clarifying cards for this coming week? Okay. Please clarify. Oh, wow, it's not coming out. Wants to, but then it doesn't. Okay, please clarify. Oh, there we go. Please clarify. Oh. Please clarify. Okay, lovely. And please clarify. Okay, here are your cards, Sagittarius. Okay, the first card out is the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Pentacles. Then you have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Sun. Then you have the Six of Wands, the King of Wands right next to it, clarified by the High Priestess. Okay. The first card out is the Two of Pentacles. This indicates that you're very busy. This could be you having two jobs, or you've got, kids and a job. You could be a single parent. You could be, you could have a business on the side and have a job. You're busy. This is about you being a master juggler. And when I look at this card, I think of the intense focus that one has to have to keep the balls in play, right? In this case, it's the Pentacles. So I always think about you having, when this card comes up, it's about having laser focus. Look, if you're at work, be at work 100%. If you're at home, be at home 100%. Don't be at work taking phone calls from home and worrying about the kids or whatever it is, and or talking to your boyfriend or girlfriend. And don't be at home checking emails and messages for things at work. It's like wherever you are, be there 100%. But know that you're busy and that you can put one thing down and pick another one up. It's like be focused on whatever you're doing at the time. Because if you drop the ball, things can just fall apart. Now, clarifying this, the Two of Pentacles, you've got the King of Pentacles. So this is about, this is about manifesting wealth and abundance, right? Because he loves opulence, he loves luxurious possessions and artifacts, and he's surrounded by luxury, and he loves the finer things in life, but he knows he's got to work hard for it. So this is about really taking action and working hard, and you will get to the finish line. You will create the abundance in your life. Right now, it's just a very busy time, and you've just got to keep the focus and keep taking action because you're getting there. Now, the next card out is the Two of Swords, which tells me that you're not looking at a situation truthfully and you're not making a decision. You know there's a decision you need to make. And you're procrastinating in making it, but by procrastinating and by not looking at the situation for what it really is, you are creating confusion for yourself and for others. It's very important. You're blocking yourself by being in denial and not looking at this situation, but the full moon will probably shed a light on it, and you just look at it. Pluto's there to, make the decision. It's like pick a lane. You've got to make this decision. And once you do, you've got the Sun card. This is all about, look, the sun is in Libra and the moon will be in Aries, right? And they're opposite each other for this full moon that's coming up on the 13th. So you really, it's about being fair. It's about looking at the truth because, you know, Libra is all about seeking the truth, being logical, right? And fair and equal, no matter what. So this is about taking that blindfold off and looking at things the way they are and making a decision to move forward. It's very important. And it's, look, the sun's very auspicious. It's like the inner child's there. You'll be able to, you'll feel really free once you've made this decision. It's like, just do it. And look, you've got the 6 of Wands, so you'll be celebrated. Take the blindfold off and make that decision. Stop blocking yourself from this wonderful success, because the 6 of Wands is you being celebrated. It's a celebratory card, but it's you being celebrated for what you've accomplished and what you've done. So this is really important for you to, you know, make that decision. And you've got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is brilliant leader. I mean, he's really incredible when he is guided spiritually. So you have to kind of put principles, spiritual principles be first, and everything will just fall into place. Because, you know, he can get bored, he can get a little distracted, he likes to kind of party a bit too much, you know, so rein that in and make decisions that's for the higher good of everyone concerned. And look, you're going to know what that is because you've got the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is clarifying these 2 cards. You have to trust your gut feeling, Sagittarius. Don't ignore your gut feeling. This is about tapping into the psychic within, right? And you are going to trust your body. When you get that feeling in your stomach, you trust it. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. It's really important to be guided by your moral compass within. That's what you have to be guided by. Listen to your body, tune into it. It's going to be the best guidance that you can possibly get. Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on social media with your friends, co-workers, family. And comment. I live for comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.